everybody. Hi. Hi. I'm Sara. Hi. Oh, I love this. It's like feedback. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have some dental work happening. You noticed, okay. It's actually gotten a lot better, though. When I first got my grills put in, I had a palate expander as well. And for about a year, I literally sounded like this. Like, I literally sounded like this. And my name's Sara, but like, literally for this entire year, everyone thought my name was Cheryl. So like, Starbucks cups said Cheryl. Chinese food, it was like, order for Cheryl, you know. I considered changing it on Facebook because I was like, fuck it, you know. This is me now, I'm Cheryl. And this was all going on my senior year of college, which like you should be, and I should have been in like my sexual peak, you know, but as you can imagine, this made dating really difficult. I just feel like whenever guys saw me, they were just like, don't suck my dick. Which is fair, it's fair. But I was so angry at the universe because I was like so ready to get some, you know, and I had this very sexually active youth, and now I'm, you know, in my early 20s and I literally can't get a guy to talk to me at a bar. So I go home for winter break that year, and I'm kind of in hiding because I didn't want everybody to know kind of that I was in this like heinous, awkward phase. But I ran into an ex-fuck buddy of mine at the Wawa. They'll tell you what kind of guy he was. Thank you. He was buying a blunt wrap, so he was a real catch. And he looked terrible, okay? He looked horrible. In high school, he was like a king among trolls, okay? And now he legit looked like a troll king. He did. He was like 60 pounds overweight, he had long, straggly hair, and I remembered instantly how stupid he was. He came over, he's like, hey Sara, cool pants, are those jean leggings? I'm like, yeah, they're called jeggings. He's like, oh really, why? So I had to decide in this moment whether or not I was gonna have sex with him, obviously. And I decided that since we were probably on the same level of attractiveness at that point, that I obviously was going to. Lucky for me, that night, my girlfriend's parents were out to dinner, and so she was like gonna have a few people over. So we go to her house, we start to flirt with an old fuck buddy. He's basically just like, are you drunk enough like for this? Let's do this. So we go upstairs, we start to mess around. I put on Shaggy, because that's what I like. So it's like me and him and Mr. Lova Lova. Mr. Lova Lova. They call me Mr. Bombastic and Fantastic. What is that line? I don't even know what that line is. What is that line? I don't know. Anyway, so we're at it. We're at it. And things are, you know, going okay. We're kind of we're touching penis and vagina. He's eating my pussy, I'm sucking his dick. And we do it again, and he's eating my pussy, I'm sucking his dick. And like, nothing's happening, you know, like nobody's ejaculating. And it's taking forever. It's taking forever. It's probably because we were both like pretending we were other people, and it wasn't like... But I noticed the music downstairs start to die down, and I hear like doors closing, like car doors, and I'm like, okay, we gotta wrap this up, you know. So I try to like make things, I'm like, so sexy, feels so good, you know, try to like say stuff, but it came out like, so sexy, feels so good. But I'm like, this has to end. This has to end. So I just say, I'm like, you gotta finish this up. Like, I'm not gonna come. So if you wanna do, you know, if you want to, the time's now. I'd already made my to-do lists. Like, this was over. So he flips me over, and I think he's gonna, I don't know, I think maybe he's gonna go down on me again. And so he's kind of like crouching over me, but his face doesn't stop at vagina. He keeps going. And he's like crawling up my body. And I'm like, what's he doing? Is he gonna like, does he wanna come on my stomach? Like, what's he doing? Does he wanna come on my tits? Like, where's he go? No, he just keeps climbing my body. It's like an albino King Kong just fucking making his way to the top until he gets to the top and he squats on my head. Yup, this obese man is squatting on my head and he starts violently masturbating, okay? He's violently masturbating and I'm kind of a pushover. I know, I don't even, at this point I'm still just trying to make this sexy. I'm like, can I help? I'm like, can I help? And and he's just fucking going for it and he's like, I got this. And I'm like, okay. And just when I think it can't get any worse, the door swings open. It's my friend's father standing in the door. This man, I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my, this guy was at my bar mitzvah, you know, like, he knows my father, like, this is like my best friend's father, you know? And I'm just like, oh my God. And so I'm just like frozen, we're frozen. The silhouette of this fat man is just in my head. And I'm just, I don't know, he looked like a lazy boy, I don't know. And I was just, I don't know what I thought, I just was frozen. The father's like, party's fucking over. And he's like, who's in there? And the guy's like, it's Larry. And I don't say anything. And he's like, okay, Larry, who else? And I'm like, it's Sara. And he's like, well, you better get home, Cheryl. The universe provides! The universe provides! It was amazing. That's the story, but there's a quick epilogue that I'd like to add. Just a funny tidbit. So I was practicing this at an open mic a few weeks ago, and his best friend just moved to town. And he came over and he's like, holy shit, Sara, is that story true? And I'm like, yeah, dude. And he's like, Larry didn't know what jeggings were? Thank you, guys.